Good morning, everybody. How you doing?
So I follow the one.
Yeah, I would
One day.
Good morning, everybody. I would like to continue on the analysis of the three musketeers this morning. How you guys doing? How you doing? Thank you for joining me yesterday. Yeah, please help me press the like button. Let me set my camera properly. Yeah, almost there. Help me hit on the like button. Thank you. So let's continue from where we stopped yesterday.
Daddy, why? No, go and meet him. Find out what's the reason.
Yeah, I think where we stopped yesterday was where Mrs. Yo that there was a short list of pastors that were supposed to go to Estonia, and that her late husband's name was enlisted, but that the better go and get all those evidences intact too, because when it comes to court matters, somebody told me or hearsay doesn't count. You've got to have your facts and figures. You've got to have your evidences. So let's continue from there.
Want him to go. So I followed him when we went there. To meet the Kyo. When we went to meet Daddy, why are you stopping? Why not go and meet him and fight with whites abroad? Yeah. I see myself out of this country. What's the problem? And I said, instead of you sitting down keeping to yourself, why not go and meet him and find out what's the reason that he doesn't want him to go? So I followed him when we went there. To meet the Kyo. When we went to meet Daddy, why are you stopping? This is the third time. And when I could have, maybe even confront him that third time. We just told him that, Daddy, what's the problem? Why don't you want him to go? He said, we told you that. We told you I don't want you to go. He said that to force out the name of the person that told him. And if my husband had known, then we would have not said it. Mentioned the name. Because immediately he mentioned the name of the person, they sacked the person. Wow. So that when
You will get that person who, Mrs. Ajibade, you will get that person, and you will get the person's
he said, you what's the matter? He said, eh.
and you will get the person's sack letter. That person you said told you that it was the GO that removed Tope Robert's name from the list of pastors going to Estonia, which I know Tope Robert was not a pastor, was a singer like myself at Mountain of Fire Miracles Ministries International Headquarters. He wasn't a youth pastor. He was a normal singer. He was a psalmist. He was a minstrel. Yeah.
Apart from that, it's not like that because if you're in Nigeria, if you need anything, you can always ask me. It will be easy to ask something. But if you are there now, you now have help. Or you are here and we help you. You ask anything you want. That's to still not a tangible.
It is not true that the GO has sent several persons abroad. And when they get there, it doesn't even have to continue to feed them. There are churches, MFM churches are worldwide. When you are being sent to a church over there, the church is capable. Before anybody is being sent to any church abroad, the GO himself knows that the church over there is capable of taking good care of the person that is being sent there. I remember when we were sent to Togo to go and hold a crusade like that. The person that hosted us was the wife of the president of Togo as at that time. We were kept in a mansion, a big house.
So my husband was not comfortable with that. He said, anything you want, I'll do it for you. Just stay here. So when we went back home, my husband was not comfortable.
Why didn't take advantage of that open check? Anything you want, we will do for you.
So when we went back home, we were both discussing.
Why did you cut that place, Asabe? Why did you cut that place? You should have allowed her to respond. The gentleman asked her, why didn't you take advantage of that open check when 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 you alleged that the GO told you that anything you wanted, you would do it for you? He said, why didn't you? Why did you cut that place?
Now, once that reason is not a tangible excuse, you need to allow somebody to go. So my husband was worried. The Jew will call us again at night, still trying to convince us. Then I was like, let me speak to him. Maybe he'll listen. Like talk to him and beg him, please study. This is vision above here in Nigeria. Please allow him go. Then he will shout on me and just insult me and just drop the phone, okay?
What did he say to you? He felt you are intruding or what?
Yes, like I'm intruding. It was my business woman, you know. He just insulted me. I can't even remember. And just dropped the phone, won't push on to it. You understand? So my husband was not happy.
These are the kind of people that even if her husband was allowed to go abroad to go and do ministry, they will still say, he took my husband away from me. How do you please this kind of person? Everybody around you is a culprit. You accuse everybody around you of one allegation or the other. You accused me of collecting money from you, whereas you were the one that asked that I should take this money. Oh, you sent me this money to buy ice cream for the children. You accused the white garment man, your neighbor, that he wanted to sleep with you. You have accused the GO. You accused your dad, accused your stepmom.
He was broken.
Yes, he was broken. He has so much served in this church. Salary wise, is at times Topper will go for videos, he will handle marriages. At times he fast, he fasted like sacrifice himself, go and preach. I've never seen a man so committed like that. And he's so humble. He doesn't compete with anybody in the church that okay.
I used to go for videos too. There's no way you will be invited to a video, you will not be given honorarium. It might not be some huge money. You'll be given honorarium. There's no when you are invited for a wedding, you are supposed to charge. Wedding is not a church service. Some of the mistakes that some people make, and people like Tokwe Robert too in those days were making. If any church invites me today, I don't charge. But if you invite me to an event to come and sing at your wedding, your birthday, or burial, or naming, or housewarming, I will charge you. That one is not church service. So not doing ministry with wisdom sometimes puts you into trouble.
Maybe this one is traveling. Even when I try to tell him that, don't you feel somehow? I say, God's time is the best. No jealousy. If I want to gossip about somebody, he's not interested. This meek spirit. It's one that make me feel that some people's matter should not gossip. I started learning some fruit of the spirit from him.
Wow. He said Topper Robert.
From Topper. He doesn't compete with anybody. No jealousy. Mind his business. He doesn't pack friends. Very selective with friends.
You said this, he doesn't pack friends, very selective of friends. Whereas you were the one that said a few moments back that a lot of youth ladies around him, so they surround him. Why are you contradicting yourself, Mrs. Ajibade?
He has always told me that don't mingle with people here, don't have friends here. And I'm like, why don't you want me to have friends?
You see, don't mingle, don't have friends. And that's the reason why an adult fell sick inside his house Nobody knew. Both you and himself, you guys could not take care of your own health. Why should an adult at that age die like that under your care? And you are saying you don't relate with anybody. Is that what the Bible teaches us?
Never knew until years after. You said many people here don't know my people.
Two finger crush.
So that's how that traveling was aborted. And I didn't want to go for choir rehearsals again. I said, this one we are doing is wrong. Are you serving man? Serve God. Continue what you are doing.
He felt that the GO didn't want him to expand beyond what he's doing. And it was because
they keep struggling on
I learned that there was an MFM Reverend Libel was singing for them also.
That's the way I'm going to.
Okay.
As Abel Magi, the GO didn't want him to expand. Standing on the altar of Mountain of Fire Miracles Ministries, millions of people are watching you worldwide. People reach out to me from UK, from US, from Canada. In fact, there was a particular man before I left MFM. I've never met him before. He just used to see me online. Then he came to inbox me on my Facebook Messenger and got my WhatsApp Messenger. From there, he will send money to me. He will say, this person ministered at Last Power Must Change Hands. She blessed me. That person ministered at Last Manna Water. He blessed me. This person, he can list about, sometimes he won't know their names. He'll be asking, he will describe this person, this person, this person. Well, I will say, oh, this is the person's name. He will send a lot of money to me and he will tell me to credit all of them. And I will credit all of them and forward the receipts back to him. He's an MFM pastor at Canada. We have never met eye to eye before. Standing on the pulpit of Mountain of Fire Miracles Ministries at that international headquarters and at MFM Prayer City, millions of people are watching you worldwide. And we thank God for social media. You are reachable. Was Tokpe Robert a social media person? You yourself said he was a reserved person. He hid himself. How do you hide yourself and expect everybody to know you? When the Bible says, nobody lights a candle and keeps it under a bushel. Say we are the light of the world. He said we should let our light shine so bright. How many social media posts did Tokpe Roberts make? I think his Facebook page is still available, should still be available. I will look for it after this expose. Ẹjọ́ dẹ́ra yín mọ́nú lé ni.
So we keep struggling. Statulu was always there for me. She's the only one I brought closer. I'm saying that I don't have friends like that. So an opportunity for a record label came up too. So among a lot of applicants, I don't know 100 if I'm not mistaken, applied for that stuff. And you have to submit your original. Let us see what you can do. And I and my husband, when he saw the opportunity, he went to take a loan, 300,000. Okay. To do that this thing.
To record an album, to go to the studio.
Yes. In fact, this was the first thing before the traveling.
Okay, that came before the.
This song, traveling. Yes, came before traveling, and that time. It was the salary he was using to pay back 30,000, and we were feeding on my own salary. This happened before the listing, so it's just that the results came at the same
Oh,
time.
okay,
You're not paying your salary again.
No.
No, I'm saying this one happened
Happened
first.
Okay, I understand.
This one happened first. So when the results came out, we went to take a loan, 300,000. So we went to go and record 3 songs from his compositions. And some of them, he has been singing it in the church. Like, he has been singing Oguto Tiwole in the church already. He has been singing Lord Utawain every crossover. Then there was one new one. So when we went to record it in the studio, we picked some backups to help, and that's when we paid about 200 or so in the studio, and the remaining 100 is managing it in the house. So when they now picked the finalists, it was only 2 people. They picked him and a lady.
Wow.
So they signed him. Yes. So it was that result came out almost, it's just like the thing just, you started the music thing, you have submitted, waiting for, it takes a long process.
Yeah.
The judges will go through it.
Yeah.
Thousands, a lot of applicants.
So it came out along with the foreign trip.
Yes. So when the foreign trip didn't work out, we are now depending on
That
that.
fell back on it.
On that only one.
That's a label.
Yes,
It is
the label.
label, promotional.
So when they now picked him, they now started recording them, the 2 people. So when they have recorded them that he's just finishing top touches left, they now went to his name, to the Geo. So when Geo saw his name, he put a hold on the final production.
Wow.
Again.
I'm telling you, he put a hold. And
Why do you think the Geo, will be victimizing him?
These things is not only happening in everything. There are some ministries that some people are like favorites to the head.
Okay.
Some might just have a natural affection. Lord, okay, I don't want this one out of here. So there's a spiritual backing that this glory will back up the glory of the church.
But do you feel anything like, maybe the GO didn't want you, it was because of you that the GO was treating your husband out, so they didn't want you to leave that environment?
No, I didn't understand.
Is it because of the marriage? Maybe your marriage, has it been happening to your
You said they put a hold on the record label arrangement. And thankfully, you said it was not only Tope Robots that was signed, himself and a lady. Unfortunately, you did not mention the name of the lady. Because I was also aware of the record label thing that time. I think probably the studio, there was a particular studio that kickstarted the record label thing, but later a bigger studio was being built at the topmost floor, and I think it was because of that bigger studio that the project was put on hold, because brand new equipments were being moved in to the bigger studio. So most probably it was like, okay, you guys should hold on, let us finish the production with better equipment and new equipment. So the thing did not, I don't know the details of the record label thing, but I'm sure it did not affect only Tope Robots. It affected others too. It must have affected others.
late husband like that? Has it been treated with that kind of treatment?
The only thing I know is that the Tope is always using his gift, even all his composition from years back.
No.
Yeah, even before marriage.
Even before
Now that
marriage.
you are married, why do you think the GO will be victimized?
All I can feel is that there are 2 things that I later sense. I sense that anytime he sings, his songs go global. through one of MFM.
Okay.
We find
the
people,
ministry.
yes, we find people break down, cry in his ministration. We've seen politicians that came during the service, some singing with passion.
Yeah.
So a lot of God-touching lives, even abroad.
He's singing.
Tope Robert was not the only influential singer in Mountain of Fire. Should I start mentioning names to you? Tope Robert was not the only influential singer at Mountain of Fire Miracles Ministries. Brother Praise Obasa, he also used to sing Yoruba. And whenever he started doing Oriki and all those scriptural chants, you see people rolling on the floor. Brother Victor Akpan, Victor Praise, if he should start praises for you everywhere, even the husband of this unfortunate blogger in the United States, in those days, whenever he was singing, everybody would be crying. Please, Mrs. Ajibade, stop all this.
In career ahead of the ministry.
Yes, that's one thing I
Have you heard MFM has over 60 choir groups, over 60 singing groups. And you can imagine MFM, a multi-million populous church. It will now be only Mr. Tope Roberts that is the superstar there. Have you heard the Beulah Quartet? When Beulah Quartet are singing, it sounds as if just one person is singing. Come on. Emeka Okoli, Sheyi Moses, Pastor Paul Winners, Pastor Kukwe. Come on. The list is endless. The list is endless.
So you don't want him to go.
such kind of person is it takes somebody that's okay. If you say vision about this one, they're not supposed to be here, and you will allow to allow somebody go. There's another reason why I had was that when I was married to him, in the process of trying to struggle, allow this man go or not go, I had a dream. In the dream, I saw that the guys, the people they picked, pastors, were already going. Then the dream, I should come to him, I should come and serve him, I will not regret it. He was ready to give me a wine in that dream. Then my husband was saying bye-bye. I didn't understand the dream. It was so deep. Serve God. My husband is great. I was crying. I told my husband. So that was I had the two. That one dream, and I was sensing that it could be that his music ministry is backing on the ministry. He doesn't want such a person to leave. But if his Yoruba songs can, even a white to be sing.
Ms. Ajibade, how many people knew you when you were in MFM? How many people knew you? It was Tope Roberts that was popular. Mrs. Ajibade, nobody knew you. Even me. It was when Tope Roberts invited me to come and sing at your wedding. That was when I knew you. I didn't know you. I did not know you. You were not popular in MFM. Mrs. Ajibade, nobody knew you. Even later that you started singing, you used to sing on Mondays. That Tope Roberts would come and play the piano for you. It used to be on Mondays. Nobody knew you. You were not popular in MFM.
All the way from abroad to come and duet with him. That means his song was having great impact across the world.
Tope was not in MFM. Oh God.
Wow.
It will be
one of the successful gospel artists in Nigeria.
Yes, and his own will be different because you see some people they are unique. So I was down to two things I was suspecting. His ministry is like he's helping the ministry.
Church, yeah.
You understand? Then there's something spiritual.
And the salary did not change.
Oh, yeah, it didn't change. Even when my husband died, he didn't increase the salary. He's not paying me.
At the time he died. Okay.
Even after he died, a lot of things happened.
Now you won't be paying salary after you died.
A lot of strange things, but people at the back saying you are well this, you are well that, you are well that. Fine, Gio helped me with laptop, gave me work, gave me accommodation. I appreciate that.
Husband a car.
If you appreciate that, you won't be coming to spoil his name. You say he was the. All of us were also collecting salaries, and just as you said, if you had any special need, Gio was always available. Just message him on WhatsApp, he would respond. And apart from that, there were other avenues to make money. MFM has over 200 regions in Lagos State alone, and several thousands of regions across Nigeria. A lot of these regions ask us to come and minister, and those are other avenues by which we generate funds. You can't come and put your entire load on the church. You can't come and put your entire load on the GO. You've got to be creative with your gift.
Then all I was hearing after his death now is that Gio was the one that sponsored his school. I don't know how true that.
So you met him in the ministry?
Yes.
You didn't know more of his background before?
No, I got to know something.
I think he told you something before he died.
Yeah, I'm going to it. So, Gio, he was the one that even brought Gio to campus fellowship with Abatek. He's the first person that brought Gio.
That's so terrible.
Yes, he worked tirelessly in that ministry.
To bring MFM to.
Even if you have done good for us, does it warrant you to treat me that way? Does it warrant all what I went through? So, as I was saying, when they saw his name, he just said, put a stop.
Yeah.
To the production and
He just, my husband already giving me feedback that, they're almost done. We have did this today in the studio. We have done this today studio.
Yeah.
They remain just to release it.
Yeah.
That's what he was like. And very soon I will show you the lawyer that they told me to. They said, bring your lawyer to sign. He told me that very soon I will see. I said, okay, don't even see. The little record, don't worry. They will play it for you in the studio. He was so happy, excited. Okay, this is all we have left. Do you understand? And all of a sudden, it came to them that he doesn't know what's happening. The people in the studio, the message you say they should stop, put on hold that they should be doing other product, church programs, whatever. And it kept like that, going for long. What is going on? Then after some, almost 2 months, all of a sudden, all of us fell ill.
Suddenly,
all of us were stoned. And we're thinking that even my son was feeling pain in the body. He too was feeling pain. All of us. I was not thinking that could it be the bed? Let's change the bed. That's how we're looking for how to sell the mattress. We didn't see anyone to buy the mattress. We're sleeping on the couch. And that's how we have everybody pain. After some time, myself and my son were okay. It's only him.
Yeah.
The next day is cough.
Wow.
So they coughing.
Mrs. Ajibade, you said all of you fell ill. You used to cook for the family. If they there are other people that lived in that same house with you. They didn't fall ill. You mentioned Sister Tolu. You mentioned the unfortunate blogger at the US. All of you were living in that same building. They didn't fall ill. You, yourself, and your husband, and your child fell ill. Couldn't it have been that you guys ate something? Who was in charge of the food? Or has Gio ever visited your house before? Did Gio ever visit your house? Did Gio ever visit you at home? Mrs.
kind of cough. I just thought it's a normal cough. We didn't put much attention until the cough. He started coughing, spit that. If you put a bucket here, it will. I'm not talking of a big bucket.
Yeah.
And I'm not exaggerating. A medium, small bucket.
Okay.
The cough, the spit was half of the bucket.
Wow.
Stage 1, you said all of you fell ill. Your child became okay, but stopper robots continued and they graduated to cough. At that stage, did you move him for prayers with the GO? Did you take him to LL Leon? LL Leon is the official medical center for MFM staff and ministers. I've been to LL Leon several times while I was there. If I had a health shake-up or health breakdown, I go there. Dr. Olayemi, that was in charge of LL Leon then, was my very good friend, which is one of the precious relationships that unfortunate blogger made me to lose. Dr. Olayemi had treated me at LL Leon there several times, and LL Leon was very close to your house. I've taken my children to LL Leon for treatment several times. In fact, I've taken my late mom when she used to stay with my sister at Yabate Josho. She got so sick. I went to pick her up, drove her to LL Leon, and she was treated by Dr. Olayemi, and she was okay until we moved her to Ibafo. You guys were falling sick, but you remained in the house. As adults, is that responsible of you, Mrs. Ajibade?
I didn't take that serious until he went to wee and wee blood.
Almost immediately.
He started weeing blood. You didn't take him to the hospital. He started vomiting spit too. You didn't take him to the hospital. All of you were having body pains. You didn't go to the hospital.
You didn't go to the hospital.
He just thought it's normal, just that cough.
Yeah.
There's no change in the body like that. Just that cough until I was
within his space of.
No, you said it all started with body pain, not cough. It all started with body pains. You and your child became okay, but he continued. And yet, you did not take him to the hospital. Why?
I mean,
you know why I didn't take it too serious? Because I was once asthmatic before.
Okay.
So my dad's house, they used to separate my cup.
You say you didn't take it. So your husband was sick, and you did not take him seriously. You kept him in the house. He was having body pains. You kept him in the house. He was spitting. You kept him in the house. He began to urinate blood. You kept him in the house. You didn't tell his family. You didn't take him to the hospital. Neither did you inform the general overseer.
Very true, everybody. They try a lot of traditional this thing. But my daddy just tried his best. It was not perfect. You understand? Until I started getting close to God, later on, I started developing what they call covenant time. How to spend time with God's presence. It's a covenant time that God delivered me totally from that. That's how God healed. It was a foundational problem because my mom was asthmatic till she died. It was the asthma, she was not the inhaler. She was not able to reach it on time. That's how she died.
Wow.
That's what I was told. Then my mom's mother too was asthmatic till she died.
Wow.
So you see, there are patterns in the family. But God made me understand that a foundational problem can be healed in consistent presence of God. The more you stay consistently in God's.
God made you to heal your own foundational problem, but did not tell you about your husband's health issue. Mrs. Ajibade, are you listening to yourself? Sure, listen, Sarah. Mrs. Ajibade, are you listening to yourself?
It will suffocate any problem in your life.
Wow.
It doesn't have to be the way people do now that Look at Ruth. The background of Ruth. He married Naomi. Naomi lost her husband, lost her son. She did the good thing. She stayed with her mother, her husband's mom. She behaved well. The fruits of the spirit. Another way to get power for answers to prayers too.
Wow.
That is what opened doors for her. We never heard that Boaz died or died. Look at what happened to Israelites too. The Israelites, all the
Mrs. Ajibade, if you want to start a ministry, just say so. Covenant Time Ministry. Just say so. All these practicals you are giving us now, you could not use it to save your late husband, your first husband, for God's sake. Why are you just saying this? When the man was alive, you should have applied it. But in my own counsel, you should have simply taken him to the hospital. Kí ló dé tó bò pamọ́lé? Why did you keep him in the house? More so, maybe you guys had neighbors. Why didn't you tell your neighbors? You were coming out as if everything was okay until the guy died.
that delayed their blessings, their stubbornness.
Yeah.
They did not stick to God despite all the things God showed them. They did not stick to God. They having doubt.
Yeah.
They were stubborn, stiff-necked. You understand? So I started realizing so many ways to get deliverance.
So you got your own deliverance completely from
Covenant time.
asthma attack.
Covenant
Yes.
time.
So your husband was coughing blood and
No, it was coughing.
spitting blood.
Yeah.
With
With
blood.
blood.
Immediately we saw sight of blood. We took him to the hospital.
You can imagine.
Okay.
You can imagine. You can imagine. It was when you saw blood, you decided to take him to the hospital. The robots. So unfortunate that you fell into this kind of hands. So unfortunate you fell into the hands of such a careless woman. It was when he started weeing blood that you then took him to the hospital. He had started having body pains. He had started spitting, coughing spittle. But until he started urinating blood, that was when you knew that, let's take him to the hospital. Is that wisdom, man? Is that wisdom?
When we went to the hospital, we were like, did you hit your manhood or anything? Say no. When the child gave him one drug, I don't know, just in case there's pain.
Yeah.
Then I said,
All these things happen after how many days?
They gave him one drug. You don't know. How careless could you have been? They gave your husband drug at the hospital, but you didn't care to know. You didn't bother to know. Because this whole thing is about yourself, your selfish self. For God's sake.
that was days at this day because my husband is very secretive. He will not eat, he will not tell anybody. But me, I said, no, not this type of people. I went to report the GO. And when I went to meet the GO, he said we should go and buy bottled water. He put it on his mineral water. We drank it. The next thing, he just said, go to my personal doctor. And I said, okay, where is the personal doctor? He says, no, Coco. If someone has sat down and how can the old GO personal doctor be from Okoko? You understand?
From Yaba to Okumaiko.
Okoko is very far from this one.
What is your own concern about that? Take the man to the hospital. Simple. Take the man to the hospital. They say you should take him to the hospital. You are complaining about distance. There's nothing anybody around you does that satisfies you. You are always right. They are always wrong. For God's sake.
So he gave us transport fare. We took cab that first day. The money could not even take for any other cab apart from that. And we went straight to Okoko.
Did you tell the GO that? Did you inform him that, Daddy, owó tẹ́ fún mi yìí, kò lè gbé wa lọ, kò lè gbé wa bọ̀, and I know the GO. He will not give you peanuts. He won't. You are not telling the whole truth.
Hospital, we saw the way the no facility. Could this literally be a private doctor? So and they started treatment. Nothing is not working. He was not responding to treatment. They said he has to stay. And the next thing, he said, okay, ask me money, you need to see money. And I'll call you. No money. You send money to start treatment.
You called Gio, no money, but he sent money. Whereas you said the money he gave you was not enough for transportation, but you did not call him to tell him, Daddy, this money is not enough for transportation. No. Please. Why are you this vindictive? Kí ni bàbá yìí ṣe fún yín? Kí ni bàbá yìí ṣe fún yín? What is his offense? He has never been to your house. You, your son, your husband fell ill. Gio ló fà. You got healed with your son. Your husband continued to be sick. Gio ló fà. How? Why? For God's sake.
The thing was not okay. I was not even happy. The way they were not treating him well.
They were not treating him well. Did you take him to the hospital in the first place? You didn't want him to go to the hospital. You didn't take him to the hospital. Sorry. You did not take him to the hospital. Had you taken him to the hospital initially, that anybody pain, it wouldn't have gotten worse.
What's going on? And I get angry with them. Doctor will tell me that you have to behave well. You know that is in the hands of the husband. If you want them to treat your husband well, I have to bribe the nurse again to take care of my husband well. Wow. From there, I will leave Okoko. I will go and pick my son. I will be throwing Okoko and the wire almost every day. I started having body pains, but I didn't care about myself. Then the next thing, he got to a point, they told him to come home. When he came home, my husband, he was tired of resting, and the doctor said, just tell him to rest from now. You should suppose watch him, let him rest. But my husband, when you talk to them, the
blood, they are stopped winning blood.
Yes, the blood stopped after we went to that first doctor.
Okay.
I don't know whether it's pain relief or whatever. I don't know what it did. I stopped the blood. So when we went back home, I told him to lie down and rest. I started taking care of my son. I changed his pampers. I washed his buttocks from one small bowl. No occasion, one small bowl like this. I washed his buttocks. Only for me to go inside and go and dress him up. My husband stood up. I'm going to pour the water away.
Okay.
And I saw him inside the toilet, washing, I don't know whether it's a choir uniform, he was washing something. I said, bro, this should not do anything, rest now. See, he's tired of lying down. He feels that that's need to do small exercise. Before you know it, he was coughing again. It was so serious. I could not stand. He said, let's go back to the hospital. We called someone to drive down to Okoko. We went to Okoko again. And the doctor said, who asked you to tell him to do it? I said, I didn't tell him to do anything. No. He's the one that said he wants to do it as exercise. He just poured small water. And now, MFA blogger is saying that they operated him. I told him to go and carry big bucket of water somewhere. And the operation loose. I don't know where they got all this thing from.
Did he go through any surgery?
He didn't go through surgery. That first hospital, they have the facility. Eventually, the doctor said, the way things are going now, he has to go and do one test, a mammogram, I don't know, one something like that. We should go and do mammogram, something like that. So we went to Surulere to go and do, yes, to go and do that test. A lot of tests were doing. Eventually, the doctor said that he can't handle it again, that we should take him to Root. They will have all the facilities there. Immediately I called Gio. They said we should transfer him to Root. They don't have the facilities. Gio said, no, don't take him to Root. Take him to first cardiologist. While I was preparing to take him to first cardiologist, he said, be fast before he died. So I didn't even count anything. I just carried him there and involved the sister. sister, this is what's going on. Please come and assist me. It's overwhelming with my son. So we now used to do shift. When we go to first cardiology, they ask him, is there any trace of cancer in your family lineage? He said, no, everybody have cancer. Everybody have this type of illness. He said, no. So they started treating this. You have to pay 500,000 naira registration. So we called the church. They sent the money. So when they started treating him, his skin was getting finer. But they now told me that there's water in his chest.
Okay.
So they had to pass. It's just like taking drip.
Okay.
A pipe into the heart. They are draining that water. They are draining that water to the last till they want to put him in life supporter. These people have gone to lie and say that I'm the one that killed my husband. I'm the one that told him to be walking. I don't know that people are very envious in that church, because when I really married my husband used to carry the baby's bag. It was so nice. When I had my baby, he was even cooking because I had 2 cesarean. He was a very meek man.
So it was like,
So
they felt that.
they now wait till he's there to start saying.
You left him till his medical condition got very bad. You kept him in the house till his medical condition got very bad. I pray, I fast. But once I notice that my faith can no longer carry it, I go to the hospital. Several times I have driven myself to the hospital before it gets worse. I've driven my ex-wife to the hospital several times. I've taken my children to the hospital several times. Using medications is not a sin. Once you notice your faith can no longer handle it, or it is beginning to, since the body pain stopped on you and did not stop on him, you should have taken the man to the hospital. LL Leon was just, this is your street. The street you used to stay. The next street was LL Leon. I know where you lived now. Why couldn't you just take him to LL Leon before the matter grew worse? What were you busy at home doing?
Different rubbish. So when they passed the pipe, they were removing the water from his chest. It was that thing was in his body till he was eating. He was just looking okay, but they did not see what is wrong with him. They did all the tests. They did not diagnose what is wrong with him. And I kept giving Joe feedback. All I was doing was prayer points. He gave me prayer. We pray prayer point together even before I took him to the hospital. In the night, he can't pray. I will do hours, pray MFM prayers. I will go to prayer sitting, doing this thing. While he's in the hospital, I will fast, I will pray, do everything just to save this man. And I remember the word that the nurse told me in the Okoko, that sister, she called me aside, said, don't let me lie to you, this is spiritual thing. If you can go to, if you go to our valleys or something, just do it. I said, my church, they didn't teach us like that. I can't take it. He said, this is spiritual. We can't see anything wrong with it. Just go spiritually. Go to a spiritual center. I sort of listen to advice, but I don't have any connection with anything like that. So
you said the nurse told you that it was spiritual. Maybe you are the same person that used to hear and used to see. I didn't know that. You used to hear everything, you used to see everything. You were the special one now. Why didn't you see at that point in time? It was even the nurse that was telling you that the matter was spiritual. And at the beginning of this interview, you made us to understand that you are the special one from heaven. You see angels. You hear from God. I also hear from God by the grace of God. But God is not a talkative, my dear. And there are things that God will not come and do for you. God will not come and God will not come and bathe you for you. God will not come and wash your clothes for you. God will not come and cook your food for you. There are simple things, normal things. The only thing God will come and do for you are the things you cannot do for yourself. It was even a nurse, unbeliever. Because if the person could tell you, Elole Babalawo, that means the person didn't believe in Christ. So it was that person that came to tell you they've taken the electricity. That came to tell you that you should take him to spiritualist. You can imagine. You can imagine, Mrs. Ajibade. Just a minute, guys. Let me set up elsewhere. Sorry for the break in transmission.
I just do my prayer, manna water. I kept giving him manna water.
The manna water directly from Gio's team.
If Gio called in the hospital, pray for everything. So all of a sudden, like that, they just.
Gio is a prayer warrior. He's not the healer. His own is to. It is Gio's responsibility to pray. Gio is not the healer.
I just let me just go and check my son, take care of my son.
That is first cardiologist.
Go back.
Where's that first cardiologist?
Okay. Then I got a call from the hospital. My husband is not breathing well. I said, what's going on? I said, I washed down going there. When I got there, they said, send money for life support is the only solution. The doctors called me and said, sister, how old are you? Do you have any child for him? I said, yes. I said, I'm sorry, I don't know how we can do it. We are too young. But this man is 50-50. We don't think he will survive. I almost ran crazy. I ran out, knelt down, openly prayed. God, you didn't tell me this. Everything I tried to do, it didn't work. Only to see they took me out and from the queue. By the time I will run back inside, they tried to put life support. The nurse told me that they even tried to put the life support. He died. But I didn't believe my husband died. I went back to the table. They had to call one choir to come and follow me. They didn't allow me to go there alone. And I remember Elijah, the way he prayed for one of the days. Maybe I should try that. Well, I saw that somebody is dead. The next time I carried the manna water. He was looking fine. It's like that immediately that death took him. The lean body that was so slim, he got back his body. I didn't believe it. So handsome and I opened his mouth with faith. His teeth was together. I poured the manna water. I said, come back, help me, Jesus. I stood there. I stood there. The woman was just looking at me. There was no remedy. They took me away. And that period, the Gio had traveled. So he traveled. He's most times like that. He's always traveling when things. And he was one that said I should take him to the first cardiologist. So when they called him that he has died, this and that, I spoke to him and said, let's go and pray on that body. And he was so.
You are still believing
the mad faith was there that let's go together. He just laughed when he has gone.
That's what he told you.
That's what he told me.
Your father of faith?
Did you? Okay. So I didn't believe.
Mrs. Ajibade, you will prove that in court too. You prove it. I hope you have your recordings. Please help me press the like button. I should be done in about 5 minutes. It's almost 1 hour. You will prove that in court.
That things like this will happen like that. So I just.
He said he has gone.
By that time, he had traveled out of the country.
we speak on phone.
It's normal.
We speak on phone. So, when my husband died, no family member even came.
How long did the marriage last?
2 years, 7 months.
Wow. That was a short time.
Now you are also beginning to blame your ex-husband's family. Were you close to his family when he was alive? You said when your husband died, no family member came. Did you look for them when he was alive? Did you visit his family members when he was alive? Did you invite any of his family members to visit you after the wedding when he was alive?
And the song is something that they both played together. You understand? He was so lively when
That is Ogoluwa.
Ogoluwa. And you was one that prayed on my pregnancy when Ogo came, when he was born. He prayed on him a lot. He was the backing of the family spiritually. So when Tope died,
We thank God that you did not say that Gio prayed on your pregnancy and the pregnancy went down, or that Gio prayed on your Ogoluwa and his enemy died. Because anything around you, suspicious of it.
right? My son, I don't understand my son again too.
Yeah.
My son, I can't even communicate to him. There's no strength to communicate with him. I didn't talk to him. I didn't even interact with him. My son just started behaving somehow.
You didn't interact with your son, so that's also Gio's fault. Hey, Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. You didn't interact with your son. Your son was behaving somehow. And you said Gio was abroad. So that's also the making of the Gio. Ẹgbà mi torí Ọlọ́run. Ọlọ́run má mà jẹ́ ká ṣe èèyàn bá rìn. Is that also the fault of the Gio? You said the Gio was abroad doing crusade, and your son was misbehaving here. How does that connect to the Gio?
Started behaving somehow. In fact, in school, they called me and said, we don't know what's wrong with your son. We feel it's a spiritual problem too. Even in school.
The same message again. Not like the Michael.
Mrs. Ajibade, don't you think it is all those things you are saying that have been affecting everything around you? You've been pointing finger at everybody since. For once, why not point at yourself? Ṣé kìí ṣe mi gangan ni problem yìí? Anybody that comes around you won't mọ̀ ṣe.
What year did your husband?
2017.
2017. That's a long while.
It's almost 8 years now.
8 years. So the school too told me that
That boy should be about 10, 11 years.
my son is 9 years. But
9
January will be 10.
10, okay.
How much do you make monthly selling from your physical store? 200,000, 400,000. Now imagine multiplying that income by taking